Hello, beautiful creative soul. My name is Pollyanna Blanco, and I'm your host of Chakra-Care for the Creative Soul. And today we're talking about why daily spiritual hygiene is essential for soul purpose clarity. And I'm so happy you're here with me every Sunday to offer you a little bit of soul balm to help you get your week off to a great start. I am a sacred self-care coach, a creative midwife, and a licensed chakra dance facilitator, a transformational teacher, quantum energy healer, and an author. And my mission and vision is to help busy light workers like yourself care as much for themselves as they care for the world while they're birthing their dreams, because the world needs you now more than ever. And as we are right here at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hands on heart moment, I don't know about you, and I really am. I'm going to ask you to share in the chat if you're here live, watching live, or comment afterwards. But this morning when I woke up, I felt like it was a new world. I literally felt this peace in my heart. The energy just felt so different. So I invite you to share your own experience this morning when you woke up. We are at an exciting point for, our expression of humanity right now on Earth. And this is the time of the 0 point amplification. And right after today at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Shri and Kira, my beloved teachers, will be on with their monthly Oneness Talk radio show. And I really encourage you to be there and to, share in that all the wisdom, all the inspiration, all the upliftment. And so today, the reason I felt so inspired when I tuned into spirit to ask what would serve, our audience well today is this whole topic of getting really clear on what it is we came here for. And I've been asking myself for greater and greater clarity. I've been asking my spirit, my soul, my heart, my whole being, my expanded being for signs and guidance on this topic. Because a soul purpose in my own humble experience on this journey is an ever refining process. And what has been loudest for me since last weekend is that I have one task and one task only, and that is to anchor peace, love, and joy. That comes before anything else. And this practice of noticing what I've been noticing with this, setting this profound intention and being open and curious to see what it has to reveal to me has been probably the most simplest, profound practice of daily spiritual hygiene I've ever encountered, let alone entertained and attempted to integrate into my day. And when I say attempted, because the reason I want to speak to spiritual hygiene today is that we know it's a good idea to take a shower. We know it's a great idea to brush our teeth. We know it's a great idea to wash our clothing and our bedding. And yet at the same time, it's also a great idea to care as much for our energy as we care for all those material expressions of how we show up for the world. And yet, how often in our busy lives do we let our spiritual hygiene slide? So when we're on this inner awakening journey and we're beginning to shift from an ego-driven approach to life, which we all come in experiencing, to a soul-guided experience of living, there is this transition period where we are straddling the material experience of the world and the inner spiritual awakening experience of being in the world. So it's a different orientation. It's a different set point, really. And so, taking my shower, putting on a clean outfit, tidying my room will definitely help me to feel good about myself. And they continue to on my spiritual awakening journey. And at the same time, being able to really care for my energy and keep it, refined and cleansed and nourished and uplifted, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now, is just as important. And it's also no small task. I'm just going to move my chair here because it was squeaking a little bit. So, hands on heart. Today, I want to talk about the 4 basic components of spiritual hygiene. And before I do, and before I guide you through a very simple spiritual hygiene practice that you can use today to really, if you haven't, since you've started this morning, done a check-in with yourself to cleanse and clear your energy, I'm going to guide you through a practice I've been using. And again, take what resonates for you. And, if you have a different practice and you'd like to share that or how it's been working for you, I'm all ears because there's so many ways to approach this. I'm just going to share what's been with you, what's really been helping me along my own journey. And just before I do, I want to also just make a little clearer this connection between spiritual hygiene, which is near and dear to my soul as a sacred self-care coach, to help people slow down and really nourish their energy. It's also how it's really connected to getting that clarity on our soul purpose. And you see, when we go throughout our day, there's all kinds of energetic information coming our way. And not all of it is nourishing, as you already know, right? Some of it kind of feels sticky. Some of it can kind of glob onto us. A lot of us are on our inner healing journeys. It's really an ongoing lifetime experience of peeling off the layers of the onion. Um, and things bubble up to the surface. We notice that we have come so far, and then we cycle back through perhaps another experience of emergence and unfolding. And so there can be a little bit of stickiness sometimes, and that's completely okay because that's what we're here to move through and to rise through. And so when we're moving throughout our day, there can be, similar energies that glob onto us. And if we're busy, we may not even be aware that these energies are with us. I mean, I can say this from personal experience. I've been a high school teacher now, visual arts high school teacher for 26 years, and I've loved every moment of it. And at the same time, it has been boot camp for the soul when it comes to learning how to clear my energy. It's been 50 first dates. And I say that playfully because really and truly, for so many of us living, on the density game board of life, there are so many rich opportunities for us to ever refine our sacred self-care practices. And it's really a gift and a blessing. And so when we clear our energy, then we are that pure channel to receive the inspired guidance from the divine, to be able to receive the answers and the guidance and to not miss them along the way. When we have all this other static on the line and perhaps, there's interfering energies that are not even ours, or it comes down to even having energetic boundaries that allow us to feel a sense of who we are in our own divine sacred container expressing in the world, and which is someone else's, and to be able to discern what energies we are sending into the world, what energies we are receiving into our inner world, and how we are, dancing with these energies. Are we dropping down into lower frequency energies like anger, fear, sadness, pain, frustration, irritation, etc.? And this isn't to judge these energies and say that they're less than. It's just a matter of fact and discernment to say that they vibrate energetically in terms of megahertz at a lower frequency rate. And this is all the work of David Hawkins and his map of consciousness that he spent 20 years, creating and bringing out into the world. So when we drop into those lower states, it's not that we're immune perhaps to those lower states. We are divine beings having a human experience. And sometimes we can feel more like human beings in the mosh pit in certain moments of our life. It's about being able to have practices that help us to offer us a rope ladder out of those moments. And right now, when we're at this very beautiful, beautiful, accelerated, amplifying moment where we have this opportunity, especially today, to be still, be quiet, connect, get out, make sure we're online with the divine, and open ourselves to higher guidance about our soul purpose, and to get super laser lucid clear and to own it beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's also essential to, just clean out the dust bunnies, the spiritual dust bunnies. um, and when I say spiritual dust bunnies, I mean there are energies that are unseen. And just because they're unseen doesn't mean they're high frequency. And so, an analogy I like to use too is, over the years, I know I've become much more discerning in terms of what I'll watch, if I watch TV at all, um, what movies I'll see, what publications I'll read, because I've started to notice how I feel after engaging with these publications. And so it's the same thing also as well, not only with the energies coming in from outside of us, but the energies that are already inside of us too. What thoughts are bubbling up inside of us? What, frequency are they at? Are they going to sustain a higher frequency that we have just received from being in meditation or out in nature? Or are they going to pull us out of that? And sometimes it can be such a slippery slope, starting with a few negative thoughts that come in, or even perhaps memories that kind of recycle themselves up to the surface of our mind. And then the next thing we know, all of a sudden, we're feeling something. And it's not, I know they sometimes say you have to feel something to heal it, but if we're just sort of staying there spinning our wheels and not moving through it, it's not really serving any healing purpose, in the sense that it's just keeping us in a place of moving us into a different frequency band that will create more static on the line, where we won't be able to get clear. And this can come in a lot when we're asking for, what did I come here for? We may receive that divine higher guidance that feels wonderful inside. We feel expansive. We feel that warmth in our heart, and it feels so juicy good inside, only to have that little niggling part of us come in and be the peanut gallery and start to say things that are not continuing to support that upliftment, that nourishment. And so, hand on heart, I'm going to invite you to start by taking 3 deep Ave Sa breaths with me, and we're going to join in this together. And then I'm going to go to the chat, and then from there, I'm going to guide you into a simple spiritual hygiene practice that I've been using, and in the hopes that it'll offer you some soul balm so that you can really, really connect with your divine guidance today and become really clear on what it is you came here for in this lifetime. Because deep down in your heart and soul, you already know it, or you wouldn't even be watching this. You know it. It's just sometimes we have to really prepare the soil for the seeds to be watered and nourished, right? Okay, so if you're not yet familiar with this breath, although I'm sure a lot of you are, it's from my beloved teacher Sri Ramka and Master Lady Kira Ra. And on the inhalation, when you breathe in Ave, it's an opening to the divine presence within you and beyond you, the expansive presence. And the Sa is the surrendering, the trust, the allowing, the receiving, the celebration that you are so divinely guided and supported in this now moment. and love beyond words and measure. And the smile that forms on your face as you finish the exhalation is that beautiful affirmation to any part of you that might want to question, doubt, or have hesitancy, that all is truly well, and that you are here on purpose and you are needed more than ever right now. So I'm going to invite you to place your hands on your heart and feel the warmth of your hands on your heart and the warmth of your heart on your hands as we begin with our first Ave Saw breath. Ave Sa. Ave Sa. And again, one more time. Ave Sa. Great. And notice how good that feels. This is a daily spiritual hygiene practice. This is powerful. So I'm going to go over to the chat right now and just see if there's anyone who's joined us. And it looks like not yet. So I'm going to go right into the sacred self-care practice that I was feeling guided to share with you. And I'm just going to go back here for one more second. Okay, there we go. Great. So I'm going to guide you through a simple practice. It involves 4 parts to it. The first is clearing. The second part is centering and attuning to the light. The next part is grounding and then shielding. And again, only take this if it resonates for you. And I offer this to you as my sacred soul gift to you today to help you move through the week with more ease, peace, love, and joy on your inner journey and co-creative. I'm feeling guided just to say co-creative. Something wants to bubble through. Co-creative passion projects. Okay. So I'm going to invite you to, with your hands on your heart, if it's safe to do so, to continue to breathe in and out, setting the intention that anything that is not of the highest, not of the white light, simply be released now. I often do this in the shower, so I send it down the drain. You can send it into a container. This container practice you can find at Sri Ankura. I love using it. Send it into a big container to be transmuted by the white light. You can send it back up to the white light to be cleansed, cleared, and transmuted. So just setting that intention right now to clear anything that no longer serves you, serves your highest good, to cleanse it from your body and your energy field. Okay, and breathing that in and out. That intention is set now. And then beginning to feel the warmth of your hands once again on your heart and the warmth of your heart on your hands, centering in to your heart space, that sacred bridge between your human chakras and your sort of expanded chakras for your divine mastery presence to anchor. And now beginning to see, sense, imagine, or intend a beautiful stream of golden white light beginning to pour down into the crown of your head, and allowing this beautiful stream of light to bathe your entire body and energy field in this beautiful luminosity, bringing every single cell online, right down to the mitochondria, just illuminating it, getting online with the divine. I often like to, at this stage, call in only the energies of 100% pure love and light may come in, near, or around my container. And so it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And breathing that intention in. sending that beautiful illuminated golden white light energy out through the soles of your feet, all the way down into the center, the crystalline core of Mother Earth, feeling anchored, safe, held, secure. Breathing in and out gratitude to Mother Earth, Lady Gaia, and Father Sky, our cosmic origins, divine nature. Thank you for this beautiful stream of light being contained and expressed and expanded through this container of light, from the earth on up to the cosmos. A clear and pure channel for peace, love, and joy. And then beginning to breathe a beautiful platinum silver light up from the crystalline core of Mother Earth mixed in with that golden light. Breathing it back up to about a foot beneath the soles of your feet. This is a beautiful practice from a teacher of mine that I studied with, Sonia Evans. And I love to incorporate it into my daily practice. And at about a foot beneath your feet, begin to see a beautiful golden platinum lotus symbol emerging. And begin to breathe that golden platinum light up around, like a sleeve, around your container of golden white light. Allowing that golden platinum light to move up along your tube of golden light, all the way up, as high as is possible in this now moment, for that container to connect beyond your crown chakra, anchoring in, offering thanks to the platinum golden light, the lotus light. And here I just like to set the intention as I complete this daily spiritual hygiene process that my light body is now activated. I'm now online with the divine. Only good can come from my experiences today, and all is well in the world. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's done, it's done, it's done. And just inviting you to breathe that feeling in, noticing any sensations in your body, noticing what it feels like to be in your own energy. You may even want to hum right now. I invite you to do a little bit of toning. Toning is a way that, because every creation comes from sound, and when we tone, we all have a soul song. We have a sacred tone that literally is 100% in alignment with our resonant frequency. And so I'm going to invite you in this now moment to trust a toning sound that comes through you, that's channeled through you, now that you're in this pure space of knowing what it feels like to be in your own energy, cleansed, cleared, and refined, to just tone for a moment. And I'm going to give you, and for example, if I were to tone right now, my sound is yours may sound similar, it might sound very different. I'm going to offer you a moment to be with your sacred toning, and then we'll begin to close today's session. Here we go. I invite you, hand on heart, to do a little bit of toning. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Sacred toning is a wonderful way if you find yourself in the heat of the moment, you know, noticing that you're getting a little stressed out or the world is too much with you. I invite you to offer yourself the gift of a little bit of sacred toning. It's a wonderful way to just, in a moment, reset to that felt sense of who you are as a sound before you came into form. And what I like to do too in those moments is just to, take a moment, maybe go into the washroom, put my hands on my heart, do the Ave Sa breath, and then tone. And I notice that whatever has had some emotional Velcro is able to sort of now feel like Teflon and slide off so that I can move on with my day. Having simple daily sacred self-care practices will allow you to really receive the highest divine guidance, to notice when you do ask for guidance, the signs that are showing up, to be present and not to be distracted by thoughts, emotions, or anything swirling around out there. Beautiful creative soul, I wish you a wonderful week ahead. I really wholeheartedly invite you today to find some time to be outside in nature, to remember your own divine nature, and to just give yourself the gift, offer yourself the gift of being in your own felt sense and to trust your divine guidance beyond a shadow of a doubt of the reason why you're here, because the world needs you more than ever right now. The world really, really needs you and you need you, most importantly of all, you need you to be authentically yourself. And while we're constantly emerging and moving through our day, we just knowing in our heart that felt sense of what we're here for is the foundation for all that is waiting to emerge in you, all the beautiful gifts that you're waiting to birth into the world and have been birthing into the world, to have the confidence and the certainty and the deep knowing that you are here to share more magic and miracles with the world, and you matter. Your presence matters. I love you so very much, and I'm so happy and grateful that you're watching on the replay or live. And thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart to yours. Thank you for watching Oneness Talk Radio. You're going to find a lot of beautiful programs here. And thank you to everyone on this station for shining your light so bright. Wishing you all the best this week. Be well, beautiful creative soul.